My son was born with several mental illnesses. When he was just 16 months old, he was diagnosed with his first one, ADHD. And then by the time he was 4 years old, they told me he likely had autism spectrum disorder, and he was put into special ed programs here in the St. Paul public schools. He was in and out of juvenile detention center and the psychiatric ward many times throughout childhood, and with the JDC, they sent him to court-ordered residential treatment programs, and the judge always asked, "Mom, what do you want us to do? Do you have any suggestions?" So once he turned 18, I kind of thought they would do the same thing. With the different diagnoses that kept getting added on over as he got older, the intermittent explosive disorder and oppositional defiant disorder. At the age of 7, his psychiatrist filled out some paperwork, and the Social Security Administration determined him to be disabled, and he was able to get some income and also get the disability income that helped me to be able to get the help with his medical care and help with his home life as far as personal care attendance and respite and other things that made life more bearable. When he turned 18 and he got in trouble, things changed. The court system did not seem to care at all that he had a disability label, and when he was thrown into jail and sentenced to prison for his first felony, which was a level 1 sex offense, he was sentenced to 10 months in the workhouse. And we thought, well, okay, now he has a court-ordered treatment program, and he will hopefully get the help that he needs to get past this. But no, the first thing he did was break parole on a technical violation, which was having phone with internet on it that they felt could have been used to view porn, which was against the rules, and he was sent back for a year to prison. And this has kind of been going on for the last 11 years. He's 30 years old now, and he's still being sent back on technical violations over and over and over again. Every time he gets out, we have to wait about 8 weeks to see a psychiatrist so that he can get on medications to try to control his impulsive behaviors so that he doesn't get that phone. And trying to control him to get those behaviors under control is impossible. We've tried working with the PO and having meetings with the people at the group home and the halfway house to give them some sort of accommodation for his disability, explaining that these are things that he can't control, that he has been considered disabled, and as an adult with a disability, he is considered a vulnerable adult, and they just don't seem to care. They said he is under intensive supervised release, which means that he is signing away his ability to have any kind of special considerations in order to be released from prison and be given this opportunity to have any freedom at all. So it's really frustrating to know that he is on this revolving door that they call a probation, when it's really nothing more than a PO's option to send him back over and over again and clear his desk of one more file folder for another year. It's heartbreaking to know that my son has missed dozens of family functions as in the way of weddings and funerals and birthdays and so many other things that he will never get back. He will never be able to say goodbye to his grandmother again. He will never be able to say goodbye to his uncles that passed while he was locked up. And he never got to meet the man that I hope to marry one day that passed recently because he was locked up.